Yeah, Verstappen 11.6 seconds ahead of Hamilton now. Oh yeah, that was going to be my question. A more dominant race win than this year, in a sort of clean race where
Hamilton,
they just disappeared.
Hamilton,
Portimao, yeah.
From behind, didn't get the start, caught Bottas, passed him, cleared off by miles.
Yeah.
That's that, I think, for me. Or you've also got kind of Hamilton in Turkey in the end, but there was so much jeopardy in the race and he was sort of out of it.
3 laps remaining. Stroke it home.
It was never in doubt after about 5 laps.
Lap 53 of 55. I always think here, what if they did turns 1 to didn't do 5 and 6? Would that make any difference to this track, or not?
We're making it a little bit better, a little bit easier to follow. Blast down straight through, basically turn 1, flat out through 2 and 3, down to 7. It would make it easier to follow through there and have the DRS on the exit of 7. 5 and 6 is such a fiddly little chicane that doesn't lend itself to overtaking and just spreads the cars out before you get onto the tight left-hand hairpin in the first main straight. But they can't move the barriers away there because the cars would then approach too fast and they're limited with runoff. So they've got to slow the cars down, I think, before getting to turn 7. That's the issue.
That last lap you took a second out Hamilton, and there is some traffic ahead for him. Let's get on him.
Hamilton, who's dropped away from Bottas.
That last lap you took a second out Hamilton, and there is traffic ahead for him. Let's get on him.
Okay, Albon being given a little bit of a G up to try and get Hamilton. He's 2.6 seconds back. Verstappen's just started his penultimate lap of the race. Yeah, bit of a G up. I think he's got a Ferrari up in front of him, Hamilton, as he comes across the line. Yeah, Sebastian Vettel that he's about to put a lap on coming down into turn 1, does so fairly straightforwardly. And Albon's going to have his work cut out if he wants to sort this one out.
But great that he's being given a G up to try and chase and hunt down Lewis Hamilton at the end of a Grand Prix. This is, no doubt, it's a better drive from Albon. He's now 19, he's still 19 and a half seconds away from his teammate. I think Verstappen is happy to turn the engine down and is in.
Where is Lewis slow?
He looks slow everywhere. Feedback is he looks slow everywhere.
Unlikely to do it, but this is still encouraging for him and Red Bull. Whether he's done enough over the course of the year to be retained by Red Bull, I really don't think. But this is maybe the little tiny slither of a glimmer that Red Bull needed to have the excuse to keep him.
Where is Lewis slow?
He looks slow everywhere. Feedback is he looks slow everywhere.
So Albon being told that Hamilton looks slow everywhere. He's charging in a little bit here, Albon. What's Hamilton done on this lap so far? I mean, yeah, it's 10th here and there for Albon, which over the course of the lap is not going to be a huge amount, but it is a decent showing. There's no doubt about this. Alex Albon, final race of the season. And I remember, I think Jenny asked me earlier this year, a couple of races ago, how long will Albon have? You know, how...
You have DRS, you have DRS.
Season. And actually, he's having his best performance in the last Grand Prix of the season. This might be enough to wrap it up.
Honestly, though, if this is enough, then Red Bull have got to ask themselves some questions, because it's come off the back of countless disappointing races.
And 18 months in the car.
18 months in the car, no progress in terms of qualifying. He's yet to qualify within 3/10 of Verstappen this year. This cannot be enough for a top driver to be retained in a top team. It cannot be enough, but it might be, given Red Bull are desperate to keep him. It might be the justification they need. One good race at the end of the season, and it has been a good drive, and credit to Albon for putting it together. Within 20 seconds of his teammate at the end is solid, but it's just Red Bull are going to have to be asking them some questions.
This is the last lap.
Challenge Mercedes.
Ocon fancies 9th place from Lance Stroll. Second time I've done that on the final lap. The Grand Prix, well, he's about to start his final lap. Max Verstappen is about to finish his final lap. He's already had a win earlier on this season, the 70th anniversary Grand Prix at Silverstone, and now a season that has been absolutely dominated by Mercedes is going to be won, the final race of the year, by a Red Bull, by Max Verstappen. Is this a sign of things to come for 2021? We can only hope as Verstappen comes across the line to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, to win the final race of the season, a season that has been all about Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes domination. At the end has been bookended by Max Verstappen. Bottas across the line in second position, Hamilton across the line in third, swoops over towards his Mercedes team on the pit wall. Albon finishes in fourth place, and then it's going to be the McLarens of Norris and Sainz in fifth and sixth that are going to secure third in the team's championship. Ocon is right behind Stroll, 0.8 of a second behind him in their fight over ninth, so he'll have the DRS on the back straight. Where are they now? They're coming through that middle sector now, and Ocon lunges it, and Stroll gives him just enough room, and I don't think Ocon's going to have enough to get through that chicane at 8 and 9, but now they come down towards turns 11, and he looks to the inside. Ocon gets the inside, gets up into ninth place. A final lap overtake for Esteban Ocon in the Renault, and he secures ninth position, and it is across the line. Fifth for Lando Norris and sixth for Carlos Sainz. The McLarens secure third in the team's championship. Huge achievement for the team from Woking. Seventh for Daniel Ricciardo. He takes the fastest lap of the race on the final lap of the Grand Prix. Pierre Gasly finishes in eighth after a strong drive, and then
P11, Danny. Fail 84.
Yeah, first stint decided everything. Too much understeer there. I was a sitting duck.
How did he do?
slowing down unnecessarily in the pit lane or whatever it is that's going to be investigated after the race. Even if he gets a 10-second penalty, even if he gets a 20-second penalty, I think that'll still be enough for McLaren to secure third in the drivers, in the team's standings. Here's Verstappen's radio.
Done it, Max. Won the race. What a way to close the season. Really, really fantastic, mate.
Yes! Oh, what a great race. Oh, the pace is really good, guys. Congrats. Oh, after, you know, such a busy year, I think everyone was a bit tired at the end, but to win that last race, it's amazing. Thank you very much, guys.
Done it, Max. Won the race. What a way to close the season. Really, really fantastic, mate.
Yes! Oh, what a great race. Oh, the pace is really good, guys. Congrats. Oh, after, you know, such a busy year, I think everyone was a bit tired at the end, but to win that last race, it's amazing. Thank you very much, guys.
Max, that was absolutely clinical. Start to finish, fastest lap as well. You've been fantastic. You've been fantastic all year, actually, but especially today. Well done. Enjoy it.
Yeah, we call that a simply lovely race.
Team for his second win of the year. Full send, they're shouting at him. And he did say that coming into the weekend, actually, that there was nothing to lose. He was going to full send, but didn't need to send it, to be honest. Took pole position, and that was the end of the story, really, for Verstappen, as he embraces all of his team. Interested to hear what the Mercedes have to say in second and third position. Hamilton is doing some donuts then. He's carried on around onto the start-finish straight, and the seven-time world champion lights up the rear tyres of his Mercedes. Normally the grandstands are full at this point. Normally we're leaning out the commentary box window to just try and get a whiff of that beautiful smell of burning rubber. But it is the two Mercedes that are donutting in front of empty grandstands at the end of this 2020 season. Bottas and Hamilton disappearing in a cloud of smoke. Max Verstappen, though, meanwhile, embracing Christian Horner. And Dr. Helmut Marko's down there as well. Kevin Magnussen is doing some donuts too. That's just a random part of the track down at turn 17. And then he's making his way back. Is anyone else doing some donuts? No, I don't think so. Fittipaldi didn't fancy it. And Kevin Magnussen in his last Formula One Grand Prix. He's the only one that's, yeah, this is the last race for me. Everybody else, it could be their last race. For Kvyat, for Perez. for Fittipaldi, but they'll all be hoping that their careers won't be over. But it is for Kevin Magnussen, at least in Formula One. Obviously, there's a big wide world outside of Formula One, and there'll be plenty of